What's up, YouTube fam? It's Gina. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks now. More than a couple, maybe like 3 weeks, almost a month, because now it's May. Um, if you notice, I don't have my nose ring. Before I even get to the topic of the video, you know I always do this, so don't act surprised. I'm just hoping this won't be as long as the other one, because that was just unexpected. But my nose ring, maybe a few days after when I'm getting really infected, I had to take it out. So that was like a week after I got it done. I had to take it out. And I'm gonna get it done again, but I have to wait a month from now because I guess even though it's closed and everything, it's still healing. I still have a scar and everything from it. So yeah, it's definitely something I want to get done again, but it got infected and I didn't know what to do. I should have went to a professional first instead of listening to everyone else, because I probably could have gotten the metal change if that was what was causing my infection. And yeah, I started the new job. This is like my second week. Yeah, I could say second week because last week was like, yeah. So it's been like 2 weeks I've been there. I'm actually just now coming from work a little bit. I decided to make this video before I change my clothes and relax. I love the job so much better. I haven't got my first paycheck yet. I'm gonna get it this week. I don't get paid every week, which is a little bit of a bummer, but at the same time good because at least it's more money at a time. But yeah, it's so much better. I'm still in the department of which I like, which is accessories. And yeah, you know, it's stress-free. The customers are way nicer. You know, you actually want to be nice to the customers and help them out. You know what I mean? And the people there are nice. It's just, yeah, I'm very thankful and glad that this job came at the time that it did, because I was so through. Like, it feels so much of a relief to not have to deal with the other jobs anymore. Ugh, the uniform and the rude ass people, and then the other job with the shitty management and rude ass customers, and it just, thank you Jesus, is all I can say. So yeah, yesterday we found out that Osama bin Laden is dead. He dead, y'all. He gone. He gone. So that was a shocker because I was sitting here. I forgot what I was actually doing. I know I was chilling. I didn't have any work yesterday. That's another thing. I got so much hours. Like, it's like full-time hours too. They actually give me the hours that I'm available for, which I love. My manager, she's really cool and everything and understanding. It's so great. But anyways, so yeah, what was I doing yesterday? I think I was watching Chloe and Lamar, and then I was on Twitter and people were mentioning about Celebrity Apprentice, which I have yet to watch, but one of my friends was talking about Nene Leaked from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I was watching that and watching her act the fuck up basically. And then before I know it, they mentioned how the news is going to come on because President Obama has to make an announcement, and I'm like, oh Lord, what's happening now? You know, that's all I can think of is what's the fucking deal now basically. And they were like, oh, you know, my God, why on earth, Obama, I swear to God, why did it take so long for him to make this damn announcement? Because y'all know, when you're sitting here watching your motherfucking show, and then you're interrupted saying Obama's going to be on, making an announcement, and then they keep saying any minute now, momentarily from now, yada yada, and you're like still waiting. And then 5 minutes go by and you're waiting. And then another 5 minutes go by and then you're waiting. And then another 5 minutes go by and then you're waiting. And you're like, what the hell? And they didn't wind up having him make the announcement until about an hour later. Oh, I was like, really? Y'all stalling and you're getting on my damn nerves talking about, he gonna be coming any minute now. Because y'all clearly don't know what the fuck it is. And you need to stop lying to me because I don't appreciate it. But so yeah, so he basically made the announcement. Actually, I'm gonna read it really quick, just in case if you're not informed on what's going on, which I wouldn't know how you aren't, you know. But this is because someone wrote it down. This site I visit, Concrete Loop. He said, "Good evening. Tonight I can report the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda, and a terrorist who's responsible for the murder of thousands of innocent men and women and children. It was nearly 10 years ago that a bright September day was darkened by the worst attack on the American people in our history. The images of 9/11 are seared into our national memory. Hijacked planes cutting through a cloudless September sky, the Twin Towers collapsing to the ground, black smoke billowing up the Pentagon, the wreckage of Flight 93 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, where the actions of heroic citizens saved even more heartbreak and destruction. And yet we know that the worst images are those that were unseen to the world: the empty seat at the dinner table, children who were forced to grow up without their mother or their father, parents who would never know the feeling of their child's embrace, nearly 3,000 citizens taken from us, leaving a gaping hole in our hearts. On September 11, 2001, in our time of grief, the American people came together. We offered our neighbors a hand, and we offered the wounded our blood. We reaffirmed our ties to each other and our love of community and country. On that day, no matter where we came from, what God we prayed to, or what race or ethnicity we were united as one American family. We were also united in our resolve to protect our nation and to bring those who committed this vicious attack to justice. We quickly learned that the 9/11 attacks were carried out by Al-Qaeda, an organization headed by Osama bin Laden, which had openly declared war on the United States and was committed to killing innocents in our country and around the globe. And so we went to war. So we went to war, Al-Qaeda, to protect our citizens, our friends, and our allies. Over the last 10 years, thanks to the tireless and heroic work of our military and our counterterrorism professionals, we've made great strides to the effort. We've distributed terrorist attacks and strengthened our homeland's defense. In Afghanistan, we removed the Taliban government, which had given bin Laden and Al-Qaeda safe haven and support. And around the globe, we worked with our friends and allies to capture or kill scores of Al-Qaeda terrorists, including several who were a part of the 9/11 plot. Yet Osama bin Laden avoided capture and escaped across the Afghan border into Pakistan. Meanwhile, Al-Qaeda continued to operate from along the border and operate through its affiliates across the world. And so shortly after taking office, I directed... God damn, this shit is long. You know what? I ain't even gonna finish. I'm sorry. I was like scrolling down and I'm like, when is this shit gonna end? Okay, so, you know what? Let me try to skim to the part where he mentions what exactly they did to kill this man. Basically, they found out he was in his own mansion, straight chilling, like it wasn't shit, and they bombed his ass. And there's pictures. I'm not sure if they're photoshopped or not, but I know some people who photoshopped and reblogged the picture on Tumblr and basically were, like, shocked and knew that it wasn't fake. Because his face was all types of fucked up, basically. And then I was on another site. I was on, I think it was Yahoo. Or, no, my fault, AOL News. And they were saying that they were trying to make other plans, basically, to, try to kill him. They had other strategies. And they knew where he was for some time now. I'm not sure how long it was, a week or whatever, or a couple of days, but they were trying to think of other strategies to kill him. They didn't want to kill him at this location because other people were around that, you know, that they weren't trying, you know, they weren't trying to kill innocent people, basically, or just to get to him like he did with us, just wanting to kill innocent people, basically. So, yeah, basically, he's dead, and honestly, I know that the shit ain't over. Like, I think it's very naive of anyone to think that they're not going to retaliate. Everyone else seems aware of that because people were, if you were watching the news or CNN, you know, there were people asking others, you know, if interviewing them and asking them, you know, what are you guys going to do as far as retaliation? You know, and they said that they've been planning it or whatever, but all I know is the retaliation now for what we did is going, not saying that, you know, it was bad of us to do it, because, you know, we had to get rid of someone who brought so much damage to us, not just as far as just revenge, but the fact of so he wouldn't do it anymore to anyone else, even though it seemed like he was straight chilling in his mansion. Who knows what else this nigga had planned, because we sure as hell was not ready for when he did the whole attack on 9/11. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're gonna retaliate so bad. Like, I don't want to say I'm afraid. It's like, whatever. If a nigga gonna die, nigga gonna die. You know, they're mentioning 2012 and how the world's gonna end and all this shit that's been going on this year. Between the last year and this year has been really crazy of what's going on in the world. But and it seems more so than before. I don't know if it's because now I'm older and I'm more aware of what's going on in the world, or whatever the case is, but to me it seems as though a lot has been going on with this world within the past year, that I wouldn't be surprised if the world does end in 2012. I don't know, but basically I know that they are going to retaliate. We're not going to get away with it. They've probably been planning, and I'm sure Osama is a smart dude. You know what I mean? Regardless of what he did and the fact that it wasn't right, you cannot deny that he's smart. So he knew that his ass was going to get caught eventually. And I'm sure he's been planning for all this time, just like he surprised us before. So Lord knows what's going to happen. All we can do is basically pray and live on our lives. And, you know, and the government, let them have really been prepared and try to make sure that they can avoid anyone else getting hurt anymore. You know, I don't know what else to say. Like, I just want to touch base on that really quick, because I know this is a topic right now that's very important. And yeah, it's not over. Another thing, Donald Trump, how you feeling now, bitch? Bet you're feeling real motherfucking stupid. Trying to get dumb and, you know, play the race card on the low. Oh yeah, this nigga, you know, I don't think he was born here. Let me see that motherfucker's certificate. Let me see that nigga's birth certificate. And he was like, excuse me, while you're sitting here worried about if I was born here or not, motherfucker, I'm killing Osama. Now what? What? What was that? Ain't got nothing to say? What, bitch? Huh? What? Nah. Fuck that. That's why he had that swag walk at the end. And if you didn't notice, like I mentioned before, he made the announcement during Donald Trump's show. Like it wasn't shit. And I'm thinking, oh, after the announcement goes off, they're going to go back to Donald Trump's show. Oh, no. That was it. Cut that motherfucker right in half. How you feeling now, Trump? With your fucking shitty ass hair, bitch.